Okay, so here's how it is. I'm going to take a few minutes of your time to possibly rant, but at least put out a prediction about Obama. And I told my mom this probably about 3 months ago now, when I was down visiting her. I think that Obama's presidency, so-called presidency, is going to end in a scandal. I think, for whatever reason, this is a part of the whole big plan. I'm not sure why. Didn't dream it. Not psychic per se, but I just have a feeling about this. I think there's going to be some type of scandal. I'm not sure what. Leaning more towards some type of illegal actions, because let's all face it, that's all he's full of. But anyway, that's what I think. I think I've seen a couple more things that have came out here recently where somebody put out a video a few days ago saying that they predicted it, somebody. But anyways, I had said that to my mom, like I say, about 3 months ago, and I say, let's just wait and see. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. I think his presidency needs to be over with now. I will never call him my president. Have not been able to stand him from the start. I mean, it had to have all been a setup. I said that at the very beginning when he came out of nowhere. Nobody knew him. Nobody heard of him. He hasn't had a real job in his whole life. He's an organizer. People have, there's a lot of skeptics out there to where he even went to college. I ain't even going to get into the whole birthing thing because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's all been a setup from the very beginning. He was chosen 6 years before he ever ran for president to be president, and quite frankly, he's just, a wolf in sheep's clothing. If you think about it, that's what he is. That's what it all boils down to. Because he's trying to portray himself as some friend to the sheep. So what would a friend to the sheep look like? A sheep. Not even the herding dog or the sheep herder or whoever. I mean, he's not a leader. He can't be classified as a leader. He's not the herder of the pack. There's plenty of other people who are doing that, and they're leading him. He is just a sheep like them, only he knows a whole lot more, and he's a disgusting excuse for an American, if he even is. Who knows? But he makes me sick. I can't stand the man. I was raised in a very, very religious, upbringing, and taught not to hate people. But maybe for the first time in my life, I can say that I hate somebody. I absolutely hate this man. I have not been able to stand him from the very minute I laid eyes on him. I knew it was all a ruse. I knew it. And I'm not some kind of political person. I don't even get into it all that much. I mean, I can't even honestly tell you how I'm registered at this point. But that's because basically I haven't voted since he became elected, because that just sealed the deal for me and proved to me that elections don't matter. They don't matter at all. All he did is just basically pull the wool over a bunch of sheep's eyes, and it makes me sick. It makes me sick that our fellow citizens are so asleep. That's the part that just blows my mind. It just absolutely boggles my mind. And then he comes out yesterday and he's talking about all this crap. He's gonna raise the taxes for the rich people. And the thing about it is that he just came out 6 months ago talking about how you know, they needed to go ahead and keep their tax cuts because they are the job creators. And, you know, that's about the only thing he said that's been true. I mean, you can't tax people who just make, and I'm not saying just make $250,000 a year. I mean, trust me, I am poverty level, but I see through it. I'm different than the people who are asleep. I see through this. I mean, if you want to tax, you know, rich people, I mean, tax the very, very rich. Tax the pro athletes who make just a, it's stupid. It's stupid how much money they make. It's ridiculous. You know, but the thing about it is that there's so much wasting of money in our government. We don't, they don't have to tax people higher because they make more money. That's socialist, it's communist, it's Marxist. What they need to do is they need to watch what they're doing themselves. But, you know, it all leads back to the fact of the matter is that's not part of the big plan. The big plan is you know, the New World Order knocking us out of being the number one country in the world. And I think within a year's time we're not going to be. We're not already, but I think sometime this year we're going to see it all crash. I just believe that, with the help of Obama. He's part of the plan. He's a puppet. They're going to use him, basically chew him up, spit him out. He is a lying, disgusting puppet, and he'll be laying on the sidewalk when they're done with him. Because that's what they're going to do. They're using him right now to sucker in all the suckers and get them to think that he's for the people when really it's just all a big part of the game. So we can't really, I mean, there's nobody we can really vote for that's around politics right now. I mean, there may be 10 or less who don't want it to be the way it is, but honestly, I don't think anything's going to change. I think we're too far gone. I think the only way it would change at this point is if we have just a huge revolution of people who are awake. But then again, that would be just a really, really, really hard thing to do. So, I just see it going from bad to worse, and that's why I keep prepping every week. And there's bills that I don't pay on time, but my life is more valuable to me than a bill, a credit card payment, whatever. I'm going to buy food, I'm going to buy water, and I'm going to buy ammo while I can buy it. And I dare somebody to come and try to take it away. So, people, please try to wake your family and your friends up. And it's hard. It's a challenge. I've been finding it out. It's such a challenge. And you can tell people stuff and they'll listen for a little while and then they just change the subject. Or, you know, so many people don't want to know. And it just absolutely blows my mind. I can't understand not wanting to know the truth in something. But, you know, I guess us who are awake are truly the seekers of truth. So, but just try. Don't give up. Don't give up. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying. And everybody else keep trying too. And don't let Obama or any of the politicians fool you with any of the stuff that they say, because pretty much just take whatever they say and turn it around, do a 180 with it, because whatever they say is pretty much opposite of what they're going to do. So, I'm out of out of here for now. Later on.